What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video. Let's get into it, guys. We know we're still doing this game. I told you, until Yuta comes out and I'm getting fucked, we're going to continue going. Excuse my language. Real quick, I know a lot of you guys have been asking about the exchange shop. I'm going to give you guys my take on it and what I would do first in terms of just getting your rank. Just so you guys are aware, I did get myself a Nubara with my last 7-day SSR ticket, which you have to hit 27,000 combat power. You guys can see here, here's my current formation. This is the setup that I went with, but if you look at my total power here, I can go all the way up to 29,622 if I had set up the team. So I did this real quick. It was a quick formation. If you do quick formation, by the way, and you just allow it to do it for you, it puts the best possible results for you from a power perspective. Just do that, and then you can go ahead and copy it. But really, my team ends up being this right here. This is the team that gets most of the work done for me, and this is the team that's going to pretty much carry me throughout the content. I just got to finish chapter 9 now, and I'll be done. I'm on 9.6, I think. I haven't tried it with this team yet, but I do want to talk about the exchange shop and how I was able to do this. So first off, shout out to Nox actually for giving me the idea. I completely forgot to do this, but nonetheless, now that I remember, I want to share it with you guys, and I think it's important for you guys to note this as well too. Okay, so first off, a couple things to remember. This little recollection bit section with these blue little recollection bit tokens right here, you guys can own them from various events. I highly recommend focusing on those as soon as you possibly can. So if I go to any of these events, doesn't matter which one, and if you're a free-to-play player, this is really going to help you out. If you look at the exchange token section, most of the prize pools will possess this, right? This last one doesn't, but some of these actually do possess them right there. You guys can see there's 10 there. You guys can get 7 there, etc., 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 5 there, right? So these are a very, very big part of your duping. Yeah, you're going to be able to dupe your characters, not by summoning, because you can save your summons by doing this. And I'll show you guys exactly where. So there's this section here. If you go over to the other events that are available as well, let's go to the Grand Exorcism event right over here. If you go to the shop, right, the exchange shop actually has them as well. I already purchased them, hence why you don't see them here, but they're down here somewhere. There they are, right? So you can purchase them right there as well too. So highly recommend after you clear out a few of these items, get those, and then go back into the newest event that's going on, and you'll see that they will also be in this section right here. If I go to the current prize pool, right? No, I don't think they exist here. Let's go to all prize pools. So I'm on number 3 right now. If I go to number 4, let's see if they possess them here. Yeah, there you go. Number 4, number 5, etc. Right? You can see you get quite a few of them actually, as this event is providing a lot of them. So I highly recommend, guys, do not skip the prize pool until you get those items. Now here's the reason why. If I go back to the section here, and again, I'm saving all my cubes. I haven't summoned whatsoever. I don't plan to summon. This is a complete free-to-play account, just so you guys can see here. Where's my details? 0 paid cubes, right? Purchase cubes. You haven't had any purchase cubes. Perfect. So we all know this is not fake. I wish they put a red dot on this, so remember to pick up. I know it's only 10, but it's something. So exchange shop, let's go back here. Let me talk a little bit about this. Okay, so event section, you guys already know what to buy. I already mentioned it. Clear out all the main things that matter, get your summons out of the way, and then go for what you need to do, which is getting those recollection bits and anything else you can get along the way. Now the cursed object section, pretty straightforward. Get whatever you need here in order to get your levels or your advancements up. Rare material section here, you're going to obviously focus on, I hope at least, it's going to be the SSR shards to get yourself up, but this takes forever to do for free to play. I don't even know when you'll be able to finish that. Here, of course, get yourself all of these, complete them. It's worth it. It's a free dupe on SR, SR friendship points, SR recollection bits, sorry. And then gotcha points, of course, this is going to be from summoning. So I haven't summoned outside of just, using the tickets they provided us. There's 17 there, 30 there from the event, 5 here, etc. 5 here, right? So I'm never going to hit those. Irrelevant. Soul shards. This is going to eventually be something you'll be able to dig into as soon as your rares and everything are maxed out. And I'll show you how I've duped mine, obviously. This is something that you'll eventually be able to play around with as a free-to-play player. But for now, don't don't even look at this section. And then, so this is where we get to the recollection bits. This is the important one, okay? So these recollection bits will allow you guys can see here, purchase quite a few of these either recollection bit, what are they called? Crystals or resonance. So this is where it's very, very important to remember this. You can also spend to get gotcha tickets too, so it doesn't hurt to do that either. But what I did to get my power up is I spent all of these tokens here on the SR resonance as well as the rare resonance. Now these here are going to be important because it allows you to dupe your characters, which in turn increases your powers quite a bit. Now if you watch my power video, you'll know exactly how much they increase it by. But if you look at my team, right, I got myself a 5-star Yuki from doing this exact method, right? And it's important, remember, to do this because you will be able to push your content even further by having yourself max out the dupes as much as you possibly can. So this was an important one, guys, and I highly recommend if you plan to use these rare units, do it. Not all of you are going to want to do this. Some of you guys might want to start saving for the SR versions of it, but I do recommend doing that. And here we go. You guys can see I did Yaga here as well too, 2 times. So I was able to get those awakening stones from there, right? These resonance stones right here and do it there. So that's another big one because Yaga is a huge character and will be meta for God knows how long. I think it's, again, he still is meta because of that. And then of course, Inumaki right here, same scenario. I was able to complete all of these through just doing that event. Now, the beauty again of this is now when you summon, and if you do get these rare units, you now can soul converge all of those over to shards, and then now your shards are available to be used in that shard shop. And this will push not only the characters up, but also their stats, right? Because if you look at the awakening, when you max out get a 5 awakening, they get a 30% bonus in HP, 30% bonus in P-Tech, 30% bonus in C-Tech, plus they give you bonuses in the ultimate cooperative effects. So recover 20% HP for self, cooperator, and then provide ultimate, etc. And then deal X amount of damage by curse techniques, right? That's his. So if you go back to, let's say, Yuki's here, Yuki's also maxed out. Same scenario here in terms of stats. He's going to go all the way to the 30%, but you can see here applies 20% damage taken decrease to self and cooperator, who he does the ultimate with, deals melee attack damage to all enemies, targets by the cooperator, and then also does equal damage to 128% of cursed technique. So very, very important, guys, to take advantage of these shops. Most of your AP should be used on completing these events because these events are going to give you the most amount of bang for your buck. They have recently just started providing us a lot more tokens, AP. So take advantage of those APs and start putting them in towards this. Now remember also the beauty here is the bosses that you have to fight to complete this also don't even require AP. That's kind of a nice thing to deal with, is just be able to finish it without having to worry about the AP aspect of things. Plus, if you have the proper characters, you'll get yourself more tokens. So for example, this boss here is one of the bosses for the new Megumi fight. Does poison, etc. Can kill some of your units, but if you have the right setup, if you're using the exact recollection bit from the event, you'll get bonuses here as well too. So highly recommend, guys, definitely put effort into completing this and doing these the right way, and at the same time use those recollection bits, right? Sorry, not recollection bits, the recollection bit shop, exchange shop, to get your units up quickly. Now again, some of you guys might want to save for your SRs. That's totally up to you, but I use a team full of rares and it's been working like gangbusters for me. So I'm going to continue doing this path. Now that I've done my rares though, now I'm going to focus on my SRs, get my Yaga maxed out, for example, and now I'm able to do way more damage with my main units, such as Gojo, etc. Right? So let's just see, I'll show you guys real quick in terms of damage how much we're doing now. It's not looking too bad, right? So I like the fact that I can do a lot more damage now with these units. Let's do this one first, and then we'll do this. Actually, let me go back here, put this on as well. This boss is a little unique in the sense that the poison actually whoops your ass. Like, it's pretty rough on this boss, but you guys can see here, now these rares are surviving more, are hitting harder, and they're providing you more utility and damage overall, which is important obviously in this game because at the end of the day, damage is king, right? You guys just saw I did 536,000. Add this ultimate into it, now you're doing way more, right? So close to 589,000. So pretty damn good damage from what you guys saw the first time when I did this trick, right? So very important, guys, to push as much damage as you possibly can. Try to get in as many of these get as much of this damage as you possibly can get in on the boss, and most of these fights are all damage related, so the more damage you do, the better. That means you're just essentially going to beat the boss faster, and then that's less of your actual curse tokens required to actually fight the boss again. So very important, guys, dupe your characters as much as you can. That's my recommendation. But of course, if you don't want to do your rares and you'd rather focus on your SRs, that is also a very valid way to go about this. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. Much love to you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.